Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and happy Easter from all of us here at Friedman Adventures. I sincerely hope you have a great day with family and loved ones and enjoy this very special day, Easter Sunday. And I can't thank you enough for taking the time to join me here this morning. Boy, we've got a lot to talk about. I mean, all kinds of stuff. The Friedman Adventures calendar is loaded for the coming week. I'll tell you all about that, including some trout fishing out at Santa Ana River Lakes. The Royal Polaris catching some mighty big yellowfin tuna down the Baja coast. They're doing really good. The Old Glory had a signal on the bluefin tuna yesterday within day and a half range of San Diego. That's good news. And also some white seabass and halibut being caught. Surf fishing could be ready to break open as I look down the beach and I see some very good surf fishermen. They don't show up here unless the spot fin are going to bite. And of course, we've got so much more, including some remarkable rock fishing going on. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I knew I forgot something. My cup of coffee. Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for the morning briefing. Good to be back with you. Actually, it's take two because I had a microphone malfunction. So I already recorded one morning briefing. I had to switch to this mic. You'll hear a little bit more background noise with this, but I hope it's working out fine for you. Once again, happy Easter, my friends. It's a glorious day. It's a little overcast today, but there's no wind, and it's a little bit drizzly also. I can feel a little bit of drizzle coming down right now, but still, all in all, it's a gorgeous day. We have so much to be thankful for, and of course, I have to be thankful for your support, pushing us toward 2 million views, 210,000 hours of content consumed. I can't thank you enough. Don't forget, you can become a Patreon member, and that means the world to us because you're the life's blood. For as little as $5 a month, you become a Patreon member, and you'll get that and much more back in a lot of the freebies and great little fiestas that we're going to have for you here in 2023. Here on this beach last night was another grunion run. Tonight is the final night of the run. About midnight is when you want to come down here if you want to see the grunion. I was here a couple of nights ago, and it was fantastic. So many of those little devils on the beach. And of course, that provides some, well, it's like a magnet, you know, it's like the market squid. It just brings all kinds of predators into us here on the beach, and hopefully surf fishing is going to pick up also. All right, let's start out with the Royal Polaris as they're having a great trip. Captain Roy Rose doing his thing. 3 fish over 200 pounds. Beautiful yellowfin tuna. Most of the really big ones on the kite, but they had excellent fishing, and they're running out fishing bird schools, and I don't know if there's anything more exciting and fun than that. You know, a lot of that 90 to 140 pound YFT, quite a few 170 pounders mixed in with it. Roland Crane is the guy that fishes on the Royal Polaris a lot. He had a 190 pounder, and then he backed that up with a kite fish that went 285. Roland, nice going, my friend. What a great Easter I imagine you are having right now. So really good, fun times on the Royal Polaris. One guy caught a YFT and needed to cool down, and the crew on the Royal Polaris had a way to do just that. That almost looks painful, but he looked like he was enjoying it. Everybody having a great trip on the Royal Polaris as they continue to do really, really well. Hey, before I get into more fishing, this Saturday we'll be at Santa Ana River Lakes, and my good friend Chuck Zimmer from the Redondo Rod and Gun Club was out at Santa Ana River Lakes yesterday and caught these guys catching some nice trout. So good going. We are looking forward to more of the same. This Saturday we'll be at Santa Ana River Lakes from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. and it's a kids event. Bring the kids. We'll teach them knot tying. We'll teach them the fine art of catching a trout. It's going to be a lovely day. And we also have a raffle. So if you can't come to Santa Ana River Lakes, then you can purchase the raffle ticket by texting that number right there. Send a text. We'll send you a raffle ticket. Take a photo of it. Put it in the bin. Don't have to be present to win. The drawing is this Saturday at Santa Ana River Lakes. A Penn Fathom reel, and it is gorgeous. You're going to love that. In addition to that, a couple of custom trout rods. I know you're going to love that also. It is going to be a really special day. And if you have your ticket and you do present it, you'll get a free lunch. And those guys at the Redondo Rod and Gun Club man, they love to shovel the food on you. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget, this Saturday, mention Friedman Adventures. You will save $2 upon your entrance. Friedman Adventures. So you have to purchase your entry into the lake, and then you'll be able to find us. There'll be posters everywhere and everything else. And then you come over, present your ticket. You can participate with us in the kids fishing. You don't even have to have a ticket to do that. Just bring the kids over, and we'll show them how to fish. And not tight. And then if you want lunch, you just give your raffle ticket, show it, and then you'll get lunch in addition to being in the raffle. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Old Glory out of H&M Landing, out rock fishing, saw some bluefin tuna, threw some bait on it, and up they came. They boiled around the boat. No big numbers taken, but a good sign, because bluefin tuna fishing this year is way behind schedule. Last year we were catching them down the Baja coast at this time, but we have much cooler ocean temperatures this year, and I think that's what's got this thing off the bite. Does this mean we're going to have a bad season? No way. I think it's just going to be a later season. That's what it looks like to me. So we'll continue to watch this for you very, very closely. Some bluefin starting to show up. Spotter plane has seen most of the fish at 150 plus miles down the Baja coast. They have some really windy weather down there today, and it looks like tomorrow again. Very windy from pretty much like just below Ensenada all the way down to Cedro. So it's a good stretch of windy weather in that bluefin tuna zone, and that's making things difficult in that neck of the woods. But the Old Glory found a spot of fish in a different area, and that is really good news. Hopefully that's going to continue. Not only is it Easter today, it's my oldest son Philip's birthday. So, you know, I thought I'd run some photos of the great times we've had together. And really, not only to celebrate Philip's birthday and to tell him I love him, but also to just illustrate the point that fishing and the outdoors is all about families coming together and having a really great time. So whether it's me with my son Philip, or you with your kids, or other family members or friends, the outdoors and fishing, such a great way to experience all that and more. The Coronado Islands, right outside of San Diego. Man, those yellows look like they were going to bite. If you look back about a month ago, we were catching yellowtail on the yo-yo iron at the Coronado Islands, and man, it looked like game on. They were biting that yo-yo iron full speed. But since that time, it's been very slow out there. The San Diego continues to work really hard out there at the Coronado Islands. They've seen some small schools of yellowtail that just don't want to cooperate. It's been on the slower side for those forkies, but they're able to load up with copious amounts of great eating bottom fish, and that is good news. The blackfish out of Davies Lock at Newport Beach, 5 white sea bass yesterday for 6 anglers. Limits almost. Remember, it's 1 fish per rod right now, and that is a nice hit. They were nice grade WSBs. All that market squid that we've been talking to you about that has been at all the islands as well as the coastal regions all winter long. It's going to pay dividends at some point in the future. Well, it paid dividends for the blackfish already. So they are starting to catch some sea bass. Yachts have been catching them at Catalina and some other areas already this year. It's looking good for a sea bass explosion. And we've got 2 trips in the very near future. We've got May 3rd on the Endeavor out of Ventura sport fishing. Stay tuned. At the end of the report this morning, the morning briefing, you'll see how you can get on board and grab one of those last few spots. And then we have a 2-day extravaganza on the Apollo. That's going to be a great trip. That is at the end of May, May 31st until June 2nd. You want to get on those trips, stay tuned to the end of the report, and you'll find out exactly how you can do it. Blackfish showing us that there is indeed a chance for white sea bass. They also had limits of rockfish. Speaking of rockfish, up and down our coast, we continue to see excellent rock fishing. Lots of lings, you know, looking in a variety of different locations. They've had them out of Marina del Rey, up in the Channel Islands, pretty much everywhere. To go through each individual boat gets a little redundant, but it's been great fishing. The city of Long Beach had good rockfish yesterday. A couple of big sheepshead, Thunderbird, Amigo, Mirage, Highland Spirit out of Ventura Harbor sport fishing. All of these guys catching copious amounts of nice big rockfish because we're fishing deeper water in some cases. On the Pursuit the other day, they were fishing 500 feet of water, and some of those great big rockfish are out in that deep water. They haven't been fished for a long time, so we are seeing some really great rock fishing right now. The only thing that will screw up your rockfish bite is weather. If it's too windy, it can present a problem. I mean, generally speaking. Sometimes rockfish don't bite. I know that from my commercial days, man, being out on Tanner, Cortez, and they just didn't want to bite. And then all of a sudden, something would flip and they'd get on the chew also. So sometimes you feel like, you know, rockfish, they just bite anytime you drop a ganyan on their head. And that's not always the case, but it has been really, really good. And hopefully it's going to continue that way. Looking into our future, we are going to have a little bit of wind in some areas, especially in the northern sector. You know, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish, it looks like. But for the most part, pretty nice weather right now. I'm keeping my eye on those surf guys down there to see if they're going to come up with any fish. We have a really full schedule at Friedman Adventures. I know you're going to love it this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, of course, we have 3 live shows now. Tuesday night, Friedman Adventures Live with Captain Jeff Jessup from the Apollo, from the Monte Carlo, from the Freedom, from 22nd Street Landing. You can ask Jeff any question you like. It's going to be a great show. Wednesday night, we'll be live from Island Fishing Tackle in Carson, California with Sam De La Torre. Ask him any tackle-related question or anything else. Sam will run around the tackle store, get the reels or rods or whatever it is you want info on, and he'll show them and discuss it with you. Then Thursday night, we'll be at the Redondo Rod and Gun Club. That meeting is open to all of you. You can show up. It would be great to see you there. Danny Cadota doing his live show from 6 to 7, and then Bill Wilkerson will be there, the captain of the Horizon in Malahini, talking about San Diego sport fishing and the Horizon. That's going to be a really fun evening. And if you'd like to, remember, purchase those raffle tickets. You can buy them that night. You can buy them also online. If you need further information on attending that great night, then just send my friend Chuck a text and he'll get you all tuned up on that. So Thursday night at the Redondo Rod and Gun Club. Hey, don't forget, it is Easter. It's a time of giving. We've sent thousands of pieces of clothing, wheelchairs, crutches, books, shoes, so much more. Sporting equipment down to Mexico. We've got it across the border, but it was really expensive to do, and we're way behind. If you could throw in $5 or $100 or whatever it is you can afford, it would be deeply appreciated. You can find the GoFundMe link in the show description, as well as on our Facebook page, Friedman Adventures, here on this beautiful Easter Sunday. All right, my friends, Philip's birthday, it's Easter. That phone number with Chuck, shoot him a text. We'll see you Thursday night for that live show. You can meet Bill Wilkerson. You can see Danny do his show live. It's all really great. And then Saturday at Santa Ana River Lakes, that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, my friends, as always, it's my pleasure to be with you, especially on a day like this. You taking time out of your busy day, your really special Easter Sunday, means a lot to me. Pushing us toward 2 million views, several live shows now. Man, I can't thank you enough for all of your great support. So do me a favor, have a wonderful Easter, have fun with your family and friends, and I hope to see you maybe Thursday night at the Redondo Rod and Gun Club, maybe Saturday over there at Santa Ana River Lakes, or maybe somewhere else. Take care, and I'll see you soon, my friends.